beauties, it's the Red Diva and welcome to my channel. So today we are doing an inspired look, and the inspiration comes from the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk look. So today we are doing a great look duped by Milani and Joah and NYX. So don't go anywhere. We're going to show you the step-by-step on how to create this great sensual romantic pillow talk style look. Okay, but before you step away, don't forget to subscribe to the Red Diva channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my content. Okay, so get ready for this. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back with a little bit of pillow talk. We're ready to start the show. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so as you see, I've already done my eyebrows. I did the NYX brow pencil right here in medium brown. And I also used the NYX brow glue right here just to kind of set the brows in place. Later on, once I'm done with the eye makeup, I'm going to go ahead and use the Lift and Snatch brow pen from NYX as well in Auburn. So we'll handle that later on once I'm done. So I've also used eyeshadow primer. I used the Revolution cut crease canvas concealer / cut crease product just to kind of create a nice canvas over my eyelids. So now we're going to go ahead and start with the makeup. So as you can see from the pictures, this is a great dupe by Milani for the Charlotte Tilbury palette, which I will attach a picture of it so you could see. It's kind of like an all-in-one. This is great because it has, well, it has a nice full-size mirror, which is great. So that's always a big plus. And here's a little cover here for it. And you're going to see that it has a couple of different things. First, it has great 3 eyeshadows. 2 of them are matte and 1 is a shimmer. Then you're going to see 2 blushes. 1 is a matte and 1 is a shimmer blush as well. And then you're going to see a bronzer and a highlighter. This version of Milani's palette only comes in one type of coloring, so it may work or may not work for most people. They kind of did like sort of mid-range colors, but they're quite pigmented. So this is an all-inclusive eye, cheek, and face palette by Milani. So, but the way that it's set up and the way that it also has you know, like the different names like face, eyes, and stuff like that is very much reminiscent of the Charlotte Tilbury palette. And it's a great item to have for travel. You know, it's a great way to retouch your makeup throughout the day if you need to. But so today we're going to sort of have that Charlotte Tilbury pillow talk kind of look. So we're definitely going to be adding some great sexy hair at the end of it to create this beautiful look. So let's get started with the eye products, and then we're going to go and continue seeing all the other things as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get one of these types of little blending brushes right here, and we're going to go ahead and start with this one, the top one right here. That's going to be our transition color. So far, so good. Very, very nice pigment. Great for blending. Just a little tiny bit of fallout on the pan itself, but none on the face so far. This is a matte shade, by the way. Very nice. Very easy. Gonna go ahead and do the second one. Okay, so great. Overall, that first shade, amazing. Really, really great. Absolutely no complaints whatsoever. So now we're going to go ahead and get another shade here, and that's going to be for sort of like the corner and the crease. And I'm going to get that one right there at the bottom, with sort of a fluffy brush. This is also a matte shade, by the way. So far, so good. I'm going to get a fluffy brush just for blending. So far, no complaints. I have a little bit of fallout here on the face, but nothing major, okay? So we've done both of those matte colors. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to line the inside waterline on the upper lid. I'm going to be using a pencil from Catrice. This one's going to be called the 18-Hour Color and Contour Eye Pencil, and this one is going to be in the color brown, I think. I'm trying to realize. Stella McBrownie. What a name, right? Stella McBrownie. So that's what we're going to be using. This is really great because it has a little sharpen on the bottom, guys. So if you need to kind of create that perfect point, you're able to do so very easily. Okay, and I'm going to lift the lid here, and I'm going to go ahead and get that line like that. Give that nice definition on the top. Same thing with the other side. Okay. Sometimes I have to do an extra little bit of blinking because I have contacts. So now we're going to go back to that shadow palette, and we're going to use the sparkling color right in the center right there. Okay, first I just want to test it out on my finger so you could see the color. So it's a nice kind of rose gold color. Oh, and it's nice. It really is noticeable, which is nice. Very pretty, right? Now I'm just going to get a concealer brush with a little bit of setting spray, and I'm going to go back with that shimmer shade, and I'm just going to pat it on. And I'm going to go back to that darker tone right here, the one on the bottom, and I'm just going to add a little bit more on the corner. So far, so good, right? All right, very, very easy. Now I'm going to go back to the McBrownie. What is the name of it again? It's the Stella McBrownie. What a name. Okay, so I'm going to go back with the Stella McBrownie, and I'm going to go ahead and line the top of the lash line. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Breakup Proof by Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner in black. This is a felt tip pen, so I'm going to go ahead and apply that. I just want to really make sure that that line is nice and clean. I'm going to go get my eyelash curler. Okay, and then the mascara that we're going to be trying out today is the mascara by Milani called Highly Rated. It's a 10-in-1 volume mascara. I got the mini one here to try out, and so I'm really curious to see the kind of results it's going to give. It's supposed to build, lift, extreme volume, even saturation, definition, protection, conditioning, no smudging, no flaking, no clumping. That's a lot of no-nos. We will see if it gives you what they promise, okay? But it's supposed to define each and every lash and give you ultimate performance in the brush, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to curl my lashes, give it a couple of pumps really quick, and so we can try this mascara out. We'll see what it does. Okay, so we got the tube right here. Okay. Highly rated. Okay. Okay, so far that's the kind of brush you get, which is like a full size brush, even though it's a mini tube. We shall see. Well, so far, as far as thickening is concerned, it's okay. It's not giving me, so far I've done one coat, so I'm gonna go ahead and do one coat on the other lash. Give the first one a chance to dry on my right eye. It's really funny because sometimes I feel like the claims for these types of mascaras that like 94%, 91% saw immediate dramatic transformation. I'm thinking, are these people that normally wear makeup or people that have never touched a bottle of mascara in their lives and they're just like, wow, you know? Because yeah, if you give mascara to someone that never has tried mascara and you give them like noticeable lashes, they're gonna be blown away. But when you're dealing with somebody that's been using makeup since the age of 10, like you've gone through so many different brands, so many different styles of brushes and formulas and things like that, and then you wonder like, what, who are these people, you know? So okay, so the first coat, sorry about that, the first coat so far has been okay, not completely invisible, but not completely like wow, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the little twirling here, try to get more product on the brush, and hopefully we can get a better deposit of the second coat. Okay, so let me see if applying a second coat really makes a difference. I'm going to do the zigzag. Definitely the second coat does feel like it's depositing more. I feel like what it does is that it, when you glide it on, right, you feel like the lash itself is still not too thick, but then there's like a little ball on the end. And you're like, okay, I'm trying to like comb through those little balls that are there. But I don't know if you could see with the camera, but it's like I have a little ball right there. See, now I took it out finally, but it coats the lashes, but it's not necessarily thickening them. I'm still waiting for the volume to kick in, and it's not really happening at all. It's not really happening at all, you know? So I don't understand why they talk about volume when I'm getting length, you know, but it's not really adding volume. So I don't understand where this volume effect is coming from. Or where it is, you know, because I have long lashes already, and so I don't need help in the length department. I don't like to have them clumpy, so obviously separation is important, but I just need more volume. And I don't know how many coats do they expect, you know, like, especially because they say that, you know, 91% saw dramatic volume in one stroke. Dramatic volume in one stroke. Definitely not. The curling and the curling, I mean, I already curled the lashes, you know, manually. So, and then 94% saw doubled lash thickness. No. I mean, it's taken me at least, now I'm doing a third coat. Let's see if a third coat really gives it the results. Now I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere with the volume. But if I were to use something like Lash Paradise or Lancome's Mr. Big one, the big Monsieur Big, you know, I would have gotten this with 2 coats. But this one took like 3 coats to get it to be more noticeable. So that's that. Let's see. We'll do the bottom lashes once we're done with the rest of the face and all that good stuff, okay? Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of a brand switch from Milani, and we're going to switch over to the brand Joah. I had an opportunity to get this brand new foundation in my hands to give it a chance, to give it a trial, and really see what it's all about. This is going to be the Crystal Glow Primation foundation by Joah. This is going to be an all-in-one foundation, and it claims to have hyaluronic acid, collagen, as well as crystallide peptides, okay? It's supposed to be a foundation, a primer, and skincare all in one. all day radiance finish, medium coverage. It contains hyaluronic acid, collagen, and crystallite peptides, and blue light defense. Hey, so we're going to be able to protect our skin against the blue ray damage that comes from using your tablet, your phone, your laptop, your regular computer, television, everything. So this is really, really great. So what I did was I primed my skin with skincare. I used my serums and things like that. I used the moisturizer. I'm going to attach everything I put on there down in the comment box. But so there's no need for a primer in this case, okay? And it says that 88% saw smooth skin, 84% would skip their primer step, and 82% saw a radiant finish. So I'm excited to show you what it's all about and the kind of coverage that it gives. I did get a chance to test it out yesterday. I had to go to work for a few hours out and about, and I was wearing the mask, and I basically wore the product for about 7.5 hours with the mask on the whole time in an environment that was indoors, but they didn't really have really good ventilation. So I was quite hot and humid, and you're breathing behind the mask. So obviously that really kind of creates like a humid environment. And I did not use a setting spray, by the way. I did not use a setting spray. I set with powder, which I will show you, the Joah powder. But I was pleasantly surprised because when I got home and I took a look, and I was no longer like hot and stuff like that from being in that environment. The skin like normalized again, and I looked at myself and I was like, wow, like it was almost like exactly like it was when I first put it on at home, and it did not look like I had been working all day, with this mask on, and it had rubbed off just barely on my chin, which obviously with the mask and everything, but I was really surprised. So overall, and because I did not film the makeup application prior to me going out yesterday, I wasn't going to do like a wear test throughout the day and do any checkings and stuff like that, because I just wanted to see what it was about before doing any kind of video on it. But now I'm excited to show you what that would look like. So we're going to be using the color PFC040. This one is sort of like a light to fair, or fair with cool undertones. That's what it says. It's like the fourth one from the lightest color. So here it is, the product, and the packaging is really nice. Actually, it looks just as good as any of the brands like Benefit, or like what is it, like Urban Decay and things like that. I mean, it's got a good packaging. It's not, it's not cheap, it's got a good weight to it. And it has a pump, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and do like that much. Okay. And I'm going to get my brushy brush. Okay. Get it like this. I'm going to just tap it on my hand first. Just kind of see what that looks like. See, it covers really nice and doesn't look too heavy, but definitely diffuses my freckles. So with the brush, you get sort of like that, okay? I'm going to do the other side with the sponge, and we're going to compare to see which side we like better, okay? But so far, this side is good. It's kind of like a natural finish. Okay, I'm going to do another little bit like that with the moist sponge, and see how that looks. If you can hear a dog barking, it's my next door neighbor's dog. It's not my dog. I do have the windows open today because it is a nice kind of afternoon in my neighborhood here in Queens, New York. And I just want to be able to, oops, I'm pumping a little bit more. Just want to get a little bit more extra coverage there. Okay, so that's the side with the foundation done with the sponge, and that's the side with the brush. I think that is pretty much the same. Honestly, I don't see a huge difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the other side. Just gonna add a little bit more extra coverage with the sponge, since I feel like it might have given me a better application. I just feel like it might have spread a little bit better. But I do like the finish so far that it's giving me, and it's allowing me to layer the product nicely without looking heavy or cakey. All right, so far so good. I'm really happy with that. And I'm gonna go ahead and now use the Joah Wand Me Up Concealer, and I have this one in the color Ivory. Nice little doe foot applicator right there. All right, I'm gonna let that absorb a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend that in. Okay, so we got that done. Concealer's done. We placed it as a highlighter as well. Okay, I might add a little bit, tiny bit more here. All right, fantastic. The next step I'm going to use is the Revolutionary Pro. This is a really cool powder because it's the Hydra Matte, and it contains hyaluronic acid, and it has no color whatsoever. It's a completely translucent, very lightweight, and it comes with this type of little sifter, and it's such a lightweight powder, like seriously, super light. So I'm just going to get a fluffy brush like this, and I'm just going to tap just very lightly on the product. Okay, and get rid of any excess, and I'm just going to sweep that powder underneath the eye area. I just don't want to add color to the under eye area because I did a nice job lightening it up. It does tend to fly around. It's so lightweight, this powder, but what's nice is that it's not going to add texture to the under eye area. Okay, there we are. So that's that. And just a little bit more about that powder. It says it's a translucent setting powder, ultra fine mattifying powder with hyaluronic acid. This is the little box that it comes in, and it helps you set the makeup, last all day without adding any dry texture to the face. So that's what I use underneath the eye. And then for setting the rest of the face, I'm going to use the Selfie Ready powder by Joah, and I got this one in peach. Okay, so this is going to help me set the rest of the face, and comes again with a sifter that you can open and close. I like this color because it's not your typical like yellow banana type of coloring, and some of us, if you try to use the yellow one, it makes you look very like you have jaundice, you know, like it's just too yellow. But this peach color for sort of light to fair skin, this is really nice. I'm liking this color far better than the yellow or the golden tone ones. Okay, so now that we have the concealer, we have the foundation, and we have the powder, and we have basically evened out the canvas of our face, now we're going to go back to the Milani All-in-One Powder Compact here. And now we're going to focus on the face products. So here we have the bronzer, and we also have the highlighter, we have the blush, the matte blush, and also the shimmery blush. So we're going to go ahead and start with the bronzer. I'm going to go ahead and use sort of a flat brush first with the bronzer because I just want to see if I could sculpt a little bit my cheekbones. So far so good. Okay, and then I'm going to sculpt a little bit all around the hairline. And I'm hitting the temple area with the flat side of the brush. the clean brush, like that. And then I'm going to just chisel a little bit. Okay, so we got that. Now we're going to go ahead and use a very, very light brush, and that's going to help us with the highlighter. The highlighter is the one right here. So this highlighter is a little bit, it's a little bit gold, you know. It comes across almost like an eyeshadow, to be honest with you. It does not have that sort of light particle, very, very light blending type of smoothness that you normally find in a highlighter for the face. I find this quite opaque. So I think I'm going to use this as sort of like an eyeshadow, like for the underneath the brow. Yeah, way, way better for that. Yeah, way, way more opaque, guys. Like an eyeshadow. You see? Look at that. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily pick this shade and this texture for the face. So we'll leave the shimmery blush as sort of like a cheek color, but I think that this is a little bit too opaque to be for the face. But I'm really liking it for the eye area a lot. It gives you that nice sort of candlelight glow. And I'm going to use it also for the inner corner. Yeah, for the inner corner is really nice. I'm going to go ahead and dampen the brush a little tiny bit and see if it gives me even more of a pop. Yeah, I like it a lot more. So that's that. Let's go ahead and focus now on the blush and see how that goes. Okay. I'm going to get a fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to go with the bottom blush first. Quite pigmented, I may add, but a nice sort of like a tea rose color. Kind of keep that right on top of the apples of the cheeks. No, the color is really, really pretty. It's not too much. It's not too dark, but it is quite pigmented. So be prepared to blend. I like a little bit on top of my nose as well. Very, very pretty. Very nice. And then we're going to go ahead and use the one on top, which is that shimmery blush. And I'm going to tap that on and just kind of go over the tops of the cheeks with that. Give it a nice touch of shimmer right there on the top of the apples. Give you a nice little luminosity that you could see right there. Very pretty. Very, very nice. They both layered very, very smoothly. And gives you a nice kind of warmth to the skin. Blended very nicely with the bronzer. So overall, the face products are very, very pretty. Very nice. Okay. Alrighty. So now I'm going to go back to the eyeliner, the one by Catrice, the Stella McBrownie going. And I'm going to go ahead and I want to line the bottom lashes here. And have a way to connect with that liquid eyeliner as well. Now the next step I'm going to use is the Flower Forever Eyeliner Pencil. This is a gel pencil that you're going to use on the bottom waterline, and it's like in a nice light ivory color. That's going to kind of help you brighten the under eye area and give you that kind of wide awake look. There you go. Now we're going to go ahead and do a little bit more mascara on the bottom lashes. I'm going to go ahead and get the Lift and Snatch pencil from NYX for the brows. I'm just going to go ahead and finish flicking a little tiny bit of hairs just at the beginning. Okay, so the eyes are done, guys. So the next step is going to be using the Kiss Magnetic Lashes with the magnetic liner. So I'm going to go do that off camera and I'll be right back so we can finish this fantastic look. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Okay, so lashes are on. Now we're going to go ahead and work on the lips. I'm going to be using the lip liner by Milani. This one is, the color is going to be Nude Entrance right here. It's an automatic pencil. So just so you see it's a nice light nude, okay? Okay, so now we're going to be using another Milani product. This is one of their beautiful lipsticks. This one is going to be called, I can't see what the color is, so I'm going to be posting that in a second. It's going to be like this, and the color is going to be like that, sort of a peachy color. Okay. It has a very, very hydrating slip to it, very moist. It looks dark on the tube, but when you put it on, it kind of goes on kind of more, because it's more hydrating and more sheer. Super nice. Super, super pretty. Okay, and then the third item we're going to go over with is going to be our Milani Keep It Full gloss in champagne right here. Okay. It's got a gigantic doe foot applicator. Okay. And because this is a lighter color than my lipstick, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the back of my hand because I do not want to dirty up that beautiful doe foot applicator with something that's too dark, you know, and then you start mixing it up and you lose that beautiful color. So I'm going to use a little lip brush here. And I'm going to add a little bit more blush of the matte one first. And I'm going to top off a little bit of that shimmer blush on top. And on the nose as well, because I definitely want that shimmer on top as well. And now we're going to finish off the look with our peach scented Make It Last spray by Milani. So we're going to go ahead and put that all over. All right. So of course, because it is peach scented, if you are not into using any type of scented products on your face, then obviously this would not be the product for you. But this is very lightly scented, and already I can sense that it's already like dissipating. So it's not something like, oh my God, it's very refreshing. And it's just like a sheer peach. Okay. Just so you know that it's not going to be like a room deodorant or anything like that, you know, where you feel like, oh my God, like you feel it in your throat, you know. This is very nice actually. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it makes my makeup kind of last, you know, but very, very pretty. So this is all the products that we've used on the face. Of course, I'm going to add some hair to this look, and I'll be back in just a second with my final thoughts for this beautiful Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk dupe look. I'll be right back. Ta-da! So this is the final look. This is inspired by the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk look. And we created this look very easily utilizing both Milani and Joah and NYX products. So let me go over again some of the products that we used today to create this beautiful, glamorous, sensual Pillow Talk look. All right. So first we started off with this wonderful Milani product. This is the all-inclusive eye, cheek, and face palette. And this is set up to really mimic the Charlotte Tilbury all-in-one palette as well. And just a reminder, that palette is no longer available on the Charlotte Tilbury website. You might find something on Amazon or some third-party seller, but it's no longer available. So if you like sort of this idea, which is the eye, the cheek, and the face all in one simple palette of neutrals, I think that this is a great one to have, and Milani does have it available for you. So we started out with the eyeshadows, which were very nice. You get the two matte colors. We used the top one for transition. We used the bottom one for the crease and a little bit on the corner. And then we used the single center one, which is the nice shimmery one that has like a rose gold tone. We used that all over the lid. And then for the cheeks, we used, of course, our blush, our matte blush on the apples and also on the contour, as well as the shimmery blush right on top to give a nice glistening for the cheeks. Then the bronzer we used to sculpt our face with it and add a lot of warmth. And then the highlighter, like I discussed earlier, the highlighter, I felt like it was a little too opaque and too dense to be a face highlighter unless you really love that gold color on your face. But what I did like, and I used it, was to highlight the brow bone right there as a pop of highlight. And also I used it on the inner corner to highlight there because it was a beautiful, beautiful champagne gold color. But I just found it that it was a little too dense in terms of the pigmentation to apply it as a cheek color. Okay, so really, really great palette, nice big mirror, you can't beat that, and very, very lightweight, compact. So a very, very good product there. Then for the lips, we went ahead and used the Milani Lip Liner, the automatic lip liner in nude, and as well as the beautiful hydrating lipstick, and that one gave a nice natural hydrating lustrous lip. Has really, really good slip to it. I think that it was very, very nice, and especially for those of you that want a more moisturizing, more natural lipstick, I think that this one is a very, very good one. And then we used the lip gloss to top it off, and I'm trying to see where my lip gloss is. Okay, right here. So we used the Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper Gloss, and we used this one in the color Champagne 01. So this one I applied it with a little lip brush because I did not want to sort of taint that lip color, but I really did love the texture of it very much. And also I like the fact that it just has a faint scent of mint, but very, very light, like barely there. So, and also there was, for being a plumping lip gloss, there was absolutely zero burning, none. There was no tingling, no burning. Now, of course, you know, sometimes people say, oh, well, if it doesn't burn, if it doesn't tingle, then is it really plumping? Because, you know, usually you connect those things with that. But overall, very, very nice. No regrets there. We also set the face with the peach Milani spray, which had a nice fine mist, so, and a very light see-through type of peach scent that did not overwhelm, and it also dissipated rather quickly. So that was that. For the rest of the face, though, we switch over now to the Joah brand. So we use the Primation Crystal Glow Foundation. Super nice. I thought that the coverage was excellent. It did not require for me to use additional coverage in terms of using a face concealer or anything like that. It gave just the right amount of coverage, evened my skin out, covered lightly some of my freckles, but does not look like a mask, and really minimized the pores. I thought that was a really great formula. I used also the concealer called Wand Me Up. That was used under the eyes as well as to highlight certain areas of the face. The dough applicator is on the small side, but the overall texture was nice and creamy and blended very nicely. To set the face, I used the Selfie Ready powder in Peach by Joah. This was a great setting powder, and it minimized the pores again, but also did not make the skin look flat, which was great. So I'm happy with that. And also I like the fact that it was not in that banana yellow color. The peach color was a nice way to blend into the skin tone of the face and neck without looking too white or too yellow. And then for the under eye area to set the concealer, I used the Revolution Pro. That's the Hydra Matte hyaluronic powder in translucent. That was a great way to set the concealer without adding additional color. I usually don't like to add a tinted powder under the eye area because I don't want to change the color of the concealer. And this did a great job with that, and also did not add any dryness or texture underneath the eyes. So that's a really great powder for that purpose. And also I forgot to add that I also used for the eye, I used the Eyelighter pencil from Flower Beauty, and that was going to be on the inside of the waterline. And then on the upper waterline, I used the Catrice pencil. It's an 18-hour pencil, and this one is going to be in the Stella McBrownie color, and that's what I used to line it. I also added a little bit of a tail utilizing the Wet n Wild breakup proof liner. And so I added a little bit of a tail there. And then I also used the magnetic lashes by Kiss. So of course the magnetic lashes come with a liquid liner. So I went ahead and did the cat eye as well with that magnetic liner, and I added some lashes. But before putting the magnetic lashes, of course, I used the Milani highly rated mascara. So I have some mixed thoughts about this. I think that out of everything I tried today, this was the one that was like most disappointing, because I felt like they touted so many things about it and said it was going to be amazing, and it took like at least good 3 coats on my upper lashes to look voluminous. The bottom lashes came out nice, but again, you know, so I didn't clump and didn't add any, you know, any like tackiness to the bottom lashes. So I was happy with the way that it performed on the bottom lashes. But on the top lashes, to really add volume, I had to put like 3 coats. So I don't know. You know, everybody has different preferences on mascaras, so it would really be up to you to try it and see if it works for your particular lashes. But for me, I don't know. I felt like it did not perform well for my upper lashes like I would have hoped to. So that's the only product that I really would skip. Okay. For my eyebrows, I used the NYX brow glue as well as the NYX brow pencil, and then I just retouched a little bit with the Lift and Snatch eyebrow pen by NYX as well, just to add little tiny hairs up in the front. But overall, I was really happy with the look. If you like this hair, okay, this hair really is the thing that really completes this look for the Pillow Talk look. So what I used was the Outre Converti Cap Wrap and Pony piece. This wig is a 2-piece wig, and it comes in the style Sunshine and Me, and the color that we chose is in the DR Mulled Wine. This is a beautiful 2-piece wig. So you're going to have one piece that is all the back part of the hair, and then you're going to have an upper piece, which is this beautiful little pony piece. So the hair is quite long and voluminous, and the color is just fantastic. You get all of these beautiful highlights, as you see here, this mulled wine color. So if you're looking for a great fun piece to wear and to complete your Charlotte Tilbury inspired Pillow Talk look no further and watch the video right after this one so you can get all the details of how easy it is to install and be able to enjoy this beautiful Pillow Talk inspired look. All right, guys, thank you so much for the honor of your time. I really appreciate you being here and spending some time with me. I hope that you enjoy this tutorial, and I hope that you get your own Pillow Talk inspired look as well with your choice of products. So before you go, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my content. And also don't forget that I have a series called Thriver Thursday, which is not every single Thursday, but I'm trying to do better and put some great inspirational videos for you guys. It's going to be for the cancer survivor community as well as alopecia community, and there I do makeup tricks as well as wig recommendations. So if you yourself or you know somebody that is either a cancer survivor or suffering from alopecia, please go ahead and post and share that video, those videos out to the world so other people can take advantage of that, the information that I post on there. Okay, so I would love to hear your thoughts about this Pillow Talk inspired look. So leave me a comment below, like this video, and share it as well so we can get the world to know the Red Diva. And again, I thank you so much for your time, and I hope and look forward to seeing you again real soon. Take care and have a great one. Bye.